Hello everyone and welcome to another Tabby Live. We are the Tarot Association for British and International Members, and this evening I've got the great pleasure of welcoming onto our live Diva Defaria. Diva is a teacher, she's also a qualified therapist, and she is also a teacher of tarot, and she's going to present to us today about Lenormand. So bring your questions all about Lenormand and also about the use of Lenormand alongside the tarot and oracle cards as well. So all things to do with Lenormand we're going to discuss in this live this evening. It's going to be really interesting and very exciting. And Diva has also got an announcement to make as well about a project that she is currently working on. So I'm sure you're all really excited to hear what that involves and what that will entail. So welcome to you all for coming on. So I can see Gwen, I can see Simon, hi. Rock That Jewellery, Maria, Luby, thank you very much for joining. Hi Gwen. We're just waiting for Diva to come on, and then when she's on live we can start the discussion. So have you all got Lenormand cards? I have got a deck with me this evening. I've got about 3 or 4 Lenormand decks, and actually Lenormand is possibly the deck of cards that I use the least, and if I do use them, I use them as clarifying cards. So it's not always that I will get my Lenormand deck out. I usually use either tarot cards or oracle cards. So it's interesting to hear from you as well. What is your go-to deck? Do you use Lenormand primarily, or do you use other decks and you add Lenormand in? So Diva's here and has sent a request to come in, and okay, Diva, that's accepted. Just wait for you to come in and join. Hi, Diva.
Hey.
Hey.
How are you?
I'm great. How are
Hey.
you? You look fantastic.
I'm good. Thank you. You too. I'm trying to fix the thing there. Okay. I think I got it. Yeah.
Yeah, I can
It's
see
good.
you and I can hear you perfectly. So fantastic. I was just
Thank you.
I was just introducing you to everybody, as you are a qualified therapist. You also work as a
Well,
trainer. You teach tarot and you teach Lenormand as well. I know that you're also a mentor, and as well you're one of our Tabby volunteers and one of our Tabby
proudly.
presenters as well. Yeah. So you do a lot for the Tabby organisation as a whole, and we're really grateful to have you on board and working with us.
Thank you.
And this evening we're going to have a chat, aren't we, about Lenormand? And I said that you've got an exciting announcement to tell everybody about. So yeah, really interested to hear more about that. And also I brought a deck along. So
I brought 3 too,
fantastic.
because this one is the golden from Luis Carabello.
Nice.
And this one is the one that it's very I like the blue owl. That is the most popular. Is it's not the blue owl. There is an angel on the back, but they use the same depictions for the blue owl. Is the most popular. Is that kind of depictions.
I love how they have the playing cards on there as well, so you can make this the associations.
Oh yeah.
Mm.
See here. Yeah, those playing cards. They bring lots of questions. If you should using your not should, but the problem is when people say that you must read those cards together with the other pictures, and that's not
Okay.
true, because first of all, this deck was not created as an oracle, that. Was a game, a game of hope that I have here. This is from AGM Arena, and this deck, what is the primal? They call the primal Lenormand, and supposed to be the copy of the Game of Hope.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, even the little book, the little white book, comes with the instructions for the Game of Hope, because Lenormand cards comes from this Game of Hope. It's a board game, okay? And the thing is, the publisher, is a German publisher that I don't remember the name. I'm bad, all horrible with names and dates. But anyways, it was a German publisher. And those cards here that today we see like that, there was nothing with this was one game, and this supposed to be another,
Okay.
was just 2 for 1. You would buy this table games, and you would have to, you would you could use the cards over here for playing cards, and this was the pictures for the Game of
Okay.
Hope. Okay, and then later, for a number of reasons, this deck started to be applied as an
Okay.
oracle deck, but it was not created for that. So why I'm saying that, there is nothing with, you don't need, and actually, I sometimes I use this one, but I deal with this deck for more than 35 years.
Wow.
Was my first deck. My first deck was not tarot, was the Lenormand. There was no, in Brazil, 35, 40 years ago, there was not Lenormand. The name was Gypsy
Okay.
Cards, and that's the way we used to know until we had we were able to reach European
Okay.
decks, and then we discovered, oh, it's that name we didn't know, we just knew it was, as gypsy
And
cards.
so as you were
But
telling me,
anyways,
there's two different systems, didn't you? You said you've got the Brazilian system, and then you've got
oh
also
yeah,
the European system. So I imagine those
yeah,
two are completely different. Oh, can I ask? Oh,
not
sorry.
completely different.
Yeah.
What?
Well,
Yeah,
I
not.
wanted to just ask about the very start as well. So for Lenormand, was there a specific date, and who was the creator? Who do we need to go back to in terms of Lenormand history?
Like I told you, I know that is around
Mm-hmm.
1700, okay? And I don't remember that. You can have all that
Mm-hmm.
information on Mary Kay
Okay.
Greer website, blog. She has lots of information over there, and they are reliable information, okay? And I remember there's 1700s, and I don't remember the name of the publisher, but it was a German
Mm-hmm.
publisher, okay, in the 1700s, that they created those, they had already the Game of Hope,
Mm-hmm.
okay, and they wanted to increase sales.
Yeah.
You know, they want to increase sales, and there it was a time of everybody was interested in oracles and mystic things. Well, why not relaunch this game that we already have as a how could you call it, as an
And it
oracle?
was
Okay,
Marie Anne Lenormand, the the na- the creator of
say it
the
again.
creator of the well the fortune teller from the 18th century, Marie-Anne Lenormand. Like,
Well,
mhm.
actually, no. She, Mademoiselle Lenormand, she never created
But
any deck.
she
Okay,
read with
and ex
she used the card.
no,
Okay.
not even, not even. The the what you have as information is that she probably used
Okay.
those normal cards, you know, game cards, and maybe tarot, Marseille tarot. But she never created any decks. She never used this deck actually because they just use they just
Hmm.
published this deck as an oracle after I think she was dead for 4 years
And
already.
it's very
She
interesting
was
that
already
people
dead.
link it back to,
Yeah,
yeah.
the thing is, she was Mademoiselle Lenormand was very famous, so they thought the publisher thought, well, it's a good name to put in our
Mm.
product. Let's use her name. She's dead already. Yeah, nobody cares. And all her she when she died, she had lots of. They say that she had lots of
Hmm.
documents and books and
Hmm.
things, not decks, but things. But her nephew
Hmm.
that inherited everything. He was a devout Christian, and he burned everything.
Okay.
Okay, but there is no connection between Mademoiselle Lenormand and this that. Just her name because the publisher put her name because she was famous, so it's gonna
It's
sell more.
so interesting. And Elspeth Tarot, who's on, she's one of our Tabby members, one of our newest Tabby members, and she said, as you said, didn't they call them Lenormand cards to try and cash in on her fame? So
Oh
yeah,
yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly that.
yeah,
Exactly that. But anyway, so um, you asked me about my project,
yes.
and yeah, well, yeah, it's the first place and first person that I'm talking about that because this is actually a collaboration between myself and a friend of mine, Stella Spinola. She is how can I say, not just supporting me, but pushing me
Great.
actually to do that because I'm a very lazy person. If it was up to me, this would never happen. What's happening is I'm gonna publish a book about Lenormand cards with my method. I don't know, actually, I don't think it's gonna be this year,
Okay.
maybe next year. It's gonna be in English
Oh,
because in Portuguese it's actually already
okay.
done. Yeah, she's editing and she's an English teacher, so she's
Oh,
translating for me
you've
all
already written
also.
this.
Yeah,
Wow,
you guys are going to have.
congratulations. There's
Oh,
nothing
thank you.
lazy about that. That's
Yeah,
amazing.
yeah, it's actually maybe it's gonna be published in English
Okay.
first, then in Portuguese. But she's editing for me because the thing is, I don't even remember. Was uh, around the pandemic, during the pandemic, I used to record when I was giving classes. Yeah, and I don't do groups, I just mentor individually. and I used to record everything, the meanings of the cards when I was passing, in my with my approach. I would record. And Stella one day says, Diva, you have why you don't make a book? He said, I'm not gonna make a book. I'm not gonna do that. I said, okay, I'm gonna do it then. And send me all the recordings, and I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna transcribe everything, and it was everything in Portuguese. And she transcribed it in
Wow.
Portuguese, and first, and now she said, you know what? I have time in my hands. I'm gonna translate for you because you're gonna publish this in Portuguese and English.
Amazing.
And that's when I said, well, we're gonna be co-author together with me. It's just fair for sure. I mean, she didn't want it, but she's going to be co-author for sure. But anyways, this book about Lenormand cards sure is gonna have um, the meaning,
Mm-hmm.
the basic meaning for the cards, because you started talking about the Brazilian meanings and European meanings. Yeah, the thing is, you said, oh, I imagine that gotta be completely different. It's not completely
Okay.
different. The thing is, the Lenormand cards are 36 cards
Okay.
in this deck. So some of the cards, until this moment, there are people in Brazil researching about that, but some came up with theories and more theories, but we don't know really why we have some cards with different meaning than the European
Okay.
way. That's the and some cards are different. Some cards we read the same way.
Okay.
Okay, and besides that, in Brazil, there are readers that read in the European way, and there are readers that read in the Brazilian way. Like me,
Confusing.
I prefer, yeah, like in as today, I know that some of them are mixing,
Mm-hmm.
okay? But when they teach both.
Okay.
That's the way usually I do. Uh, say it.
And when I was doing a bit of travel in Chile, so in South America, I was
Mm-hmm.
finding that the use of cards was
Mm-hmm.
everywhere. So we would go into like Santiago city center, and you will
Mm-hmm.
find the card stalls and the card readers everywhere, even more so than I found it here in the UK, or when you go to
Mm-hmm.
Europe, it's very, very
Mm-hmm.
popular. And I was surprised by that.
Yeah.
Mm.
And what was I was more surprised was, and when I learned was again around the pandemic, that the Lenormand cards are more popular in
Mm-hmm.
Brazil than tarot
Yeah,
cards.
yeah.
Is much more popular. There are much more people reading. I have friends. I have a friend that she's an amazing Lenormand reader, and she just looks down. Oh no, I tried it. I tried to learn tarot, but that thing is crazy. I don't understand it, anything. I stay with my, as she said, my gypsy
Okay,
cards.
okay.
And she has books published about Lenormand. She has her own um, deck, Lenormand deck. But like I was saying, the the Brazilian school, like we say in Brazil, Brazilian school and European school. Some of the cards, like, let me see here,
Oh, so I think it would be really.
like the
Oh,
bear,
yeah, okay. Mm-hmm.
like the bear in European meaning. approach. Talks about the strength, uh, uh, courage, sometimes even
Okay.
maternity. Okay, I'm sorry. In Brazilian school, this talks about um, someone or something that is not trustworthy,
I've heard
is
that
even
too.
dangerous.
Yes. Yeah. And a bear is dangerous as well. Of course it is. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me see another one here.
And
Another one
interesting
is the garden.
for those who don't know about the cards as well. And I'm sure Diva's going to explain this, but depending on the cards that are next to it or where the
Oh
card
yeah,
lands in the spread, because Lenormand uses a number of different cards in the spreads, it changes the meaning.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah. And Lenormand cards is not a system
Mm-hmm.
to be read with just one
Mm-hmm.
card. At least three. You're gonna start from three
Okay.
cards and up because just one card is not enough. It's not like tarot that you can get from one card. You can read a, a number of things. Um, like the garden is another card that European school talks about um, networking, socialization, people. For Brazilian school, it's just something
Okay.
easy, a easy situation, a walk in the park.
And
Okay,
if you had the bear
am I losing my?
and the park together, what would those two cards together signify for you?
Say,
What
yeah.
what would it mean if you had the bear and the park together?
Oh, wow.
Maybe something
Let
to
me see.
watch
I'm
out
gonna
for.
look at them.
Maybe something to be wary of or be careful of, or maybe on your guard, perhaps.
Well, the bear first, and the even if the situation seems easy,
Mm-hmm.
be careful
Okay, okay,
because yeah, it's not easy in the way that you thinking and seeing.
okay, okay.
You know, yeah,
Oh, you've got that.
yeah. I'm
Yeah.
losing my
Oh,
voice. Well, it's gonna get better.
okay.
It's allergies. Yeah, I'm crying.
Oh no.
It's allergies.
Well, I was
Oh God.
I know a lot of people that like to mix their cards genres as well. So people will mix tarot with oracle cards and even bring in
Yes.
Lenormand cards as well, and have all of them together in the one reading.
Oh
But
yeah.
um, so for somebody from Brazil who is using Lenormand in a pure way and not mixing it, how do you think how would they would feel about all of these different cards types being mixed and used together? Would it be
Uh,
interesting?
this, this,
Yeah,
this, this depends, I mean, because there, do you know what? There is no
I
rules
know.
for this system.
I love that.
This is not
Hmm.
tarot, you know? And I have a friend there in Brazil that he is saying that all the time in the social media.
Hmm.
You know, this was never intended to be a oracle.
Yeah. Oh,
So
yeah. And you said that
don't
first.
come
Yeah,
trying to
absolutely.
say
And
yeah.
you said that.
Don't come
Mm.
yeah. Don't come trying to impose rules.
Don't bring your tarot
There's
to a
no
Lenormand
rules.
deck.
Yeah, no, there's no rules. Even if someone, I don't know, maybe everybody wants to be the police of everything. isn't it? Maybe there is a Lenormand police, but that is yeah, is making up rules for that. But I don't see why
Mhm.
you can do that. In my like my
Yeah.
readings. I actually never know when I'm gonna use just tarot or Lenormand cards together. It depends the moment, the person, the
Yeah.
question, the type of
Hmm.
question, you know. Because you can use Lenormand, and that's I have my notes here, and I wanna talk about that because my book is actually about that because usually Lenormand cards are applied just for divinatory meanings.
Okay.
You know, some people, yeah, some people have even a hard time uh, uh, trying to give advice through Lenormand
Okay.
cards. It's sometimes people uh, seems think that is easier. You use tarot
Hmm.
for more
Okay.
philosophical, a more philosophical approach like advice, analysis, and the Lenormand cards just for divination,
Oh,
you know.
that's interesting.
And no, there is nothing to
Hmm.
do with that, you know. It's you as a
Yeah.
reader.
The intuition.
You
Yeah.
and
Hmm.
this is an
Yeah.
instrument.
Oh,
You gonna apply you're gonna apply your
mhm.
instrument as you wish,
Absolutely.
you know?
So, for example, if I pull the tower card from my tower deck, the tower card from my tarot deck, and then
Mm,
produce the bear card from the Lenormand deck, this gives it a whole new meaning to the
yes.
shocking change that's going to come about by the tower. Actually, I have to be wary of danger, and I need to look out for protection as well. And
Yes,
yeah.
exactly.
Mm. Oh, you have.
You know
Oh,
what,
sorry, go on.
Jenny?
Oh, there are
Eh,
some questions coming
you-
in. So I
oh,
just want to.
oh my
Yeah.
God.
So we
Okay.
know Gwen. So Gwen is asking about well, first of all, Divina Oracula says that they mix Lenormand and Tarot and have done since the first day they started to use a family system. And then Gwen's asking about there's a blank card in her Lenormand deck. And what does the blank card stand for? So a card with
No, there's no
oh,
blank card.
okay.
36 cards, Gwen. And if you have a blank card, it's something there's no meaning.
So maybe this is
36
just
cards,
yeah.
it starts on the, how do you call it? The
Hmm.
rider is the first card and ends with a cross. Last card, 36. Yeah.
And maybe that is just a title
Uh,
card, Gwen, that has come with the deck. Something to do with who the publisher is or the printer, perhaps. Has it got any other detail on the back? Maybe.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, she has to look at the blue book, the white the book that comes with the because actually they are doing lots of different
Okay.
Lenormand decks, you know, with
Okay.
extra cards, but like how do you
Oh,
call it? Where is
oh,
it?
and so maybe this is
The
the artist choice. Yeah, they've just included a new card with the deck. Yeah.
exactly
Yeah.
like the gilded, the Ciro Marchetti.
Okay.
The gilded Lenormand, he has I don't know how many extra
Okay.
cards. I read this deck for I think 10 years, and now I changed for this
Okay.
one. There is a Brazilian deck. It's beautiful for there are two artists. It's very
I
beautiful.
like that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. Is the Nosotras. Lenormand. It's the first Lenormand just with female
Okay.
characters. There are no, look, the rider is a lady.
Okay, okay. I,
Yeah,
I've got Miguel
always
Santos's deck as
ladies.
well. Miguel's from I think he's done his booklet in Portuguese, but I think he's also got an
Mm,
English translation as well. So
hmm.
again, these are decks that are coming out on a global scale, and available in different countries in different languages. It's fantastic.
What's his name? What's his
Miguel
name?
Santos.
Is he Portuguese?
Yeah, and
No.
yes, and he created that deck. Gosh, I think it was.
Oh, I think I know
Yeah,
Miguel.
I think you
I think I
do.
know
Yeah,
him.
and I think it was
Yeah.
when did I get this deck from him? It may have been like 2020 or even 2019. He created his own deck. Yeah.
Okay.
Mm,
Well,
mhm,
that's what I was
mhm.
talking about the way you read the
Yeah.
cards. Oh, you said that you still have questions
Oh, okay.
for
So Gwen has said that the deck she's referring to is the Alexander Danilov Lenormand, and there are 39 cards in that deck. So there are also two
see
significator
extra.
cards as well, and she's unsure how to use them. So I think, yeah, she was just wondering about those extra cards, how you use them. Mm.
Well, it's usually comes together with the cards. The
Yeah,
little book
yeah.
has the meanings.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, or she can come to me and we can talk about the extra cards.
And for,
But it
yeah,
is,
sorry, go on.
yeah, it's better that we always follow the authors, the author's meanings, because the person made the deck.
Yes.
Then, yes, thank you. And the person made the deck, and the person knows what they meant with the
Yeah,
meanings of the cards,
absolutely. We have the
Yeah,
foundation, that we should
exactly.
follow and stay true to. Yeah. Same with the
Exactly.
tarot structure. We have got a foundation, that our basis that we should follow. Yeah,
Exactly.
absolutely.
Exactly. But extra significations cards are usually so you can swap out genders for
Oh,
different people.
okay.
Yeah, sometimes, yeah.
Right.
Yeah, like the Ciro Marchetti, there are two ladies and two gentlemen.
Oh, okay.
But anyways, I was talking about the how you can how sometimes people apply Lenormand cards just for divination and not for more
Okay.
analytical readings. And this is okay. Like I was going to say to you, my first 4 or 5 years as a reader, I would read just with the
Okay.
majors, tarot major arcana, and Lenormand. I didn't had knowledge yet for the whole 78
Mm-hmm.
cards, so it was like the Lenormand cards would be the ones that would talk about the microcosmos,
Okay.
because those are symbols that are everyday life. Like a boat is a boat, a dog is a dog, a person is a person. There is nothing here like tarot is very subjective,
Okay.
you know?
Okay.
So it's easier uh, for everyday things, but you can for sure apply those cards also for how the profile. That's my specialty, and that's what is one of the topics about of
And
my
what do
book.
you mean by
My
the
book
profile? What do you mean? mean by the
Say,
profile?
profile, it's a personality
Ah,
analysis,
right. Okay.
you
Okay.
know?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Got
Personality analysis that usually we do with tarot, but you can do with also because I can do that, and my book is about that. My book is gonna come up with the regular meanings, okay? Because I applied the Brazilian school, but in the book it's gonna come with European, Brazilian, okay, and my
Okay.
method that I divide into between
Mm-hmm.
dimensions and
Okay.
profile. Okay, dimensions. It's what we do usually. All the readers do. We divinatory readings are about situations. If you pay attention, when we do prognosis, it's not about a person, but about events and
Okay.
situations. A relationship is an event. If I'm gonna get the job or not is an event.
Okay.
You know, it's not the
Okay.
person. What the person, the profile is about behavior, about how this person is feeling, thinking,
Okay.
acting. This is profile, and you can do that also with the Lenormand cards. And in my book, that's the differential.
Ah,
I'm gonna give the meanings for the
mm-hmm.
usual, and for my method dimensions that I divide in situational analysis, advice, outcome, and relationship foundation. C is all about situations, okay? And the profile, that is behavior, that person behaving as a lover, as a professional, as a spiritual being.
Okay. So exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Mhm.
So
Thank
is
you.
it almost like the catalyst then? You know, that moment of change that changes a situation. Yeah. Okay. Right. Well, there's also a question here from Aria
Okay.
who has asked, um, have you got a method to how to read combinations of two Lenormand cards that don't feel natural? So she's given the example of the fish and the tower, you know,
Mm.
how those two cards.
Oh, fish in the tower. I'm sorry, people. I need to see the cards in my in front of me, and tower and fish together. Well, first of all, I need to have the contest, the question, because uh, can be the tower first, the fish second, or fish. I'm gonna do the tower first, the fish second.
Okay.
Uh, the contest is it's I don't know if it's a work situation. I would say that because I read with Brazilian meanings, and the tower in Brazilian is not like in European, that is institutions and borders, blah blah blah. No, for us this is about introspection.
Okay.
Okay, introspection, secrets, meditation, time to look inside, inwards, and with a card for prosperity. I would say that I jumping here. I don't know the context, but I would say, well, uh, look inside for uh, you are a very prosper. Oh my God, how can I say? You have a lot to give.
Okay.
You have lots to give, but is not. I would not say that it's material
Mm,
richness. It's
spiritual.
spiritual. You
Yeah.
know, it's emotional, spiritual. I could say also that, well, someone is hiding lots of money from you,
Okay,
you
yeah.
know. It's, yeah, I could say that. It's someone is not just not hiding, but keeping
Mm-hmm.
prosperity from you. Like I'm your boss and you want increasing your salary and I'm not giving you, I'm keeping that with me. There a lot can be lots of things, you know. I need,
Thanks. Well, Diva, so my question with that as well is, when I think of fish, for example, you think of, fast
mm,
flowing, working together as a team, like a shoal of fish. But then I also remember
oh,
the plastic fish that we used to get given when we were kids, and you have it in the palm of your
see,
hand, and if it curls
yeah,
one way, then it means one thing, and then if it curls another, it means another thing. So in that way, it's to do with divination as well. So many different interpretations. So when you're using the cards, the temptation
mm,
to use your intuition and go with the symbols rather than go with the traditional meanings. I mean,
mm,
that must be tempting, but I guess that's dissuaded because the traditional, like you said, the traditional meanings are important because that's what makes them the Lenormand.
yeah,
Yeah. Mm.
yeah. The thing is, not just Lenormand, but any oracle, any deck, tarot mostly. But here I think would be wise if you start from the
Okay.
basics. What's the
Mm-hmm.
basics?
Mm-hmm.
The meaning that your instructor
Mm-hmm.
is giving to you. Because otherwise can be because like the fish is a universal symbol
Mm-hmm.
for
Mm-hmm.
prosperity, for food. And see, I see sex here. I see sensuality in the serpent, but sex I see here. Why? Because here is all about material things, food, money, prosperity. Material prosperity is not spiritual; it's material prosperity. So, sex for me is something that you do in the body.
Okay.
You know, you do with your body. So it's like you could say that is discs
Mm.
card, Earth. You know, but some people see sex, only normal cards in the
The
lily,
lily.
and
Okay.
they have a very good explanation for that. Some people see sex on the
Okay.
serpent, and they have a very good explanation. Is the serpent is easy, and some of them. A friend of mine that is a specialist in Lenormand. He sees sex
In the bear. Right. Okay.
in the
Oh,
bear, and he can. I can't, but he can explain
why?
to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, wonderfully why it makes sense.
Okay.
You know.
Well, um, I love that there's so many different interpretations for those cards as well. I really
Hmm.
like that there's a system, that you have to learn, and I like that there's two different systems, and I imagine there's probably more than that, isn't there? So not just the European and the Brazilian system, maybe there's other
Never
systems.
heard of.
Yeah.
I know that a lot of people do what you
Mm-hmm.
do. Like, oh, I don't care. For me, though, that school of fish talks about a group of people or networking. But I know that there are a lot of people, and in the past in Brazil, a lot of cartomancers, they women they would read those cards totally intuitively,
Okay.
you know. No, they just look at it. This is just the first how can I say, um, point
Mm-hmm.
to project
Okay.
their intuition, you know, like a ball of water, like a crystal
Okay.
ball, you know. But today we have those meanings that comes with the
And it,
deck, and for you not to be that loose,
yeah.
with no foundation. It's wise to start by the uh, foundation, by the meaning that comes with it, or your structure. Okay, because there are good books already for Lenormand
And it's the
cards.
same with anything, isn't it? You need to start out with the basics, with the foundation,
Yeah,
with the structure
yeah,
for anything that you
yeah,
do in life. I mean, it is very rare.
yeah. But
Yeah. Mm.
I don't know, Janine, because not everybody's the same. I'm like that. I need starting points
Mhm.
for everything. Some like here was not a book, was my teacher. I don't even know if she's not gonna be alive for sure. I'm not too old, but I was like a 29-year-old girl. But anyways, um, I I can't hold people, in the same to be the same way that I am. I know that some people is gonna read those cards
Okay.
in the way they want, and maybe the meaning doesn't match with the book, any book.
Okay.
But who am I to say that it's not right?
Well, yeah, we all work differently, don't we? Yeah, some people work with
Exactly.
intuition. Some people will work purely with the
Exactly.
meaning. Some people will work with the movement. And this is what I wanted to mention to you as well. The grand tableau, which uses all of the cards.
Mm.
Is this is this a spread that you use a lot with the Lenormand, or is that something that you will use only for certain purposes? Because a lot of people get very nervous when they're using every single card. And can you explain to people how that works as well? Because not everybody is familiar with it. There was a lot of questions there. Sorry.
My yeah, I know because this is from the pandemic to now. I started calling the how do you call it, the Grand Tableau. Uh, it's a joke. Obsession.
The obsession.
Because because the thing is, like I said, everyone is different. I remember that when I started learning with my teacher, this deck, first of all, was very easy for me. This is for me, was very easy. And she taught me the Grand Tableau. It was, I remember that I used to do that as a plays like children play. For me it was
Yeah.
easy, was very easy, and but I never used that much. I remember because the thing is that method, that spread takes
Mm-hmm.
time. So I remember that I was very young, and I would go to esoteric
Mm-hmm.
fairs, and fairs like events, and was 10, 15 minutes
Okay.
reading. You're not gonna have time to do that,
Yeah.
you know. And I don't know. For me, the tableau never was a problem. Never was. I know that it is because I give workshops about the tableau already. But it's like everything else in life. For some people, is easier. For some people, is all I can learn. They learn after some time, and for some people, it's a nightmare.
Yeah.
And now I see that because there's not just one. You can read those 36 cards in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
I can see that.
But I
It's not just one method.
Yeah, and exactly.
And
It depends on what you want to focus on as well. Because let's say
exactly.
you had a specific question about maybe your job or maybe about a romantic question, then you would probably want to zone in on a certain card and then look at the cards around
Yeah,
it, and then the cards around that,
exactly. That's
and the
it.
cards around that.
That's it.
Yeah,
But instead that, why you don't make a question and pick some cards,
yeah,
7 cards,
yeah.
8 cards? Why you gonna do that insanity? And start, okay, you can, it's like
Opening of the key. The
the
opening the
astrological,
opening of the key as well. Oh, and the astrological one. Yeah, the yeah,
the astrological thing with
yeah,
tarot. I know a lot of friends of mine, they have been doing that for decades. I don't
yeah,
do it. They like it. I don't.
yeah.
Yeah, I actually, I don't, I never was, how can I say, um, a friend or of spreads, you know. I just, you come to me, the only thing that I have today is I spread about analysis of a
Okay.
relationship, can be a love relationship, a family relationship, doesn't matter. But it's my creation.
Mm.
I did the end is not. Oh, usually I just with some cards and 7 cards, 3 cards. When it's tarots,
Yeah.
less cards. On Lenormand, I pick more cards. But make a
Hmm.
question or like, oh, I want an analysis of my work situation, my professional
Yeah.
situation, and you do a reading for that. But you open that thing. This is more what a power trick, you know?
Hmm.
You want to show
Yeah.
something that you open those 36 cards and then, oh, I see that, but it's kind of old, you know? I'm seeing that you're gonna find the dark man in a boat, a travel, on a trip,
Well, well,
you
well,
know?
then I'm thinking
No.
as well because people like to see what's close to them, don't they? And in a
Ah.
perverse way as well, they want to see what's far away, and what's mysterious. So
Okay,
within those
understand.
these readings that involve so many cards, a bit like the lightning spread, you can see what's round the corner, and
So
it's quite
yes, you
exciting
can.
for some
You
people,
can.
or it's underneath
When,
you, or it's
yeah,
above you, or it's next to you, or
yeah.
yeah. Mm.
What's far, what's
Yeah.
coming, what's already gone, and you can see it depends what you set for it. You can see what is an astral
I mm.
plane, and they manifested, and you
Mm.
non-manifested. You can see a lot of things. It's just the thing is, at this point, I don't work
Yeah.
like that
Okay.
anymore, you know. And yeah, my clients, in fact, I'm gonna tell you something. In Brazil, I close my readers for new people.
Okay.
Today I just read for people that is in my list
Okay.
on
Yeah.
WhatsApp, you know, and whoever or people that comes with referral, like
Sorry.
someone
Yeah.
ref,
Okay.
gives referral
Hmm.
out because my clients, they already know my
Okay.
way, and my way of reading is much more
Okay.
here and now,
Okay.
what's happening and what you want for that, where you want to go, how you want to
Hmm.
go, maybe not even, oh, why is happening, doesn't matter. You want to solve this,
Well,
you
then,
know, you want to,
uh, and then when you say that Lenormand and the traditionally Lenormand was about divination, but your method
yeah,
sounds more practical, for
yeah.
matters that are now. So that's interesting that you're using what was traditionally considered for divination purposes, but you're using it for practical purposes. I like that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that during my readings something
Okay.
is not come up, but I'm gonna say that it's not there because I want, just comes up.
Okay.
You know, whatever is in my
Yes.
control, you know, is gonna be analytical and
Yes.
advice, you know, and much more practical, like you
Okay.
said. But sometimes, and if you want some prognosis, I can give it to you, no problem. You
Yeah.
know, the thing is, yeah, my clients, they know my
Mm-hmm.
way. And sometimes people that's new people just I before to read for people, I have a talk for about what they want,
Okay.
you know. But yeah, it's not. That's why the Grand Tableau. It's interesting. It's
Mm-hmm.
very interesting, and I teach. If you want, I mentor people and I
Mm-hmm.
teach. But for me, I don't even remember the last time that I use it. But if you open one here for me, I have the chance to do that, and it's still very easy. I can go crazy with that thing because it's all the cards and more. I can do whatever I want. I can say that's past, present, and future. I can say, like I told you, that is astral plane, manifested and non-manifested. I can say that is your head and what are you doing
Yeah.
and what are you gonna do. I can say whatever. I can go crazy.
And so we've got Tarot 21C on and is asking if there is card counting involved in the Grand Tableau. So we talked about the opening of the key, which does involve card counting. Is there a similarity to that with the Grand Tableau when you're
Not that
okay?
I know of. I maybe people are
Mm-hmm.
doing that, but no, what I know is the
Okay.
position. Like what's like the cards, the books. I don't remember. This is another thing. I deal with those cards for 30 more than 35 years. I don't know the numbers. I know the cards. Like I'm looking for the books here, and I don't know the number. But anyways, the books, card 36, okay, for me signifies work, studies, okay, and then, well, what's gonna in the Grand Tableau? What's gonna come in my professional life? I'm gonna see the three cards here,
Okay.
okay? Or what's on the left is leaving, what is on the right is coming. Yeah, I like on a but I don't know. I really I'm very practical and I'm not at the same time. You know, my for sure for me
Okay.
here is all gonna be about education and professional life.
Right. Okay.
You know, yeah.
And yeah. So there's also Luby saying about the tableau reading aspect with the intermediate course with Tabby as well, because Mary talks everybody through tableau readings. So yeah, this
Hmm.
is using a number of different cards, like similar to that grand tableau. Yeah, absolutely. Um, I would say yeah that's the same principle. I don't know if Diva wants to add anything to that about people using tableau spreads, but with other mediums like tarot cards. Have you seen people do that?
Oh,
Hmm.
yes. I have a friend that he does
Yeah.
courses about the
Hmm.
tableau with tarot cards.
Yeah.
It's a method, and I actually I participate in a workshop of his. He was teaching that, and I have a friend that he gives reading with the tableau using the
Yeah.
tarot cards, and I don't know. I was in the one of the how to call the workshops. Like I told you,
Yeah.
I'm horrible with the spreads, and it's very interesting because it's the position, like if the fool is in the strange position,
Hmm.
or the tower is in the chariot position, and a lot of, and who's in the beginning. Wow, it's
I
amazing, but
love
I don't do it.
I do it. I like doing it with the court cards. So I use all 16 court cards.
Ah,
And specifically,
uh-huh,
if I have a question about, let's say I was talking about the workplace, okay, and we've got lots of different
uh-huh.
personalities in the workplace, and I'll lay all of the court,
Oh,
shuffle the
nice.
cards, just the court cards, thinking about what's my position currently in my current work situation. Lay out all 16 cards. I already have a significator for me. So depending on my
Okay.
personality in the workplace, because it's different to the personality that I'm projecting in the tabby world, for example. So let's say, because I deal with data, that I give myself in that situation the Queen of
Uh-huh.
Swords. The Queen of Swords comes out in the 16 card reading once I've shuffled it in, and I've got a number of different people around me. So depending on the question, it will depend on what cards are closest to me. These could be my
See,
allies,
yeah.
or these could be people that I need to be wary of.
Wow, this
Yeah.
is amazing.
People
I love it.
people that are further away are people that are yet to come into the professional
Uh-huh.
situation. And perhaps,
Uh-huh.
the people on the outside of the circle are the people that are not as involved, but these are people that I need to reach out to. So, different ways that you can use that.
Oh
And
yeah.
questions as well.
This
So
is very
if you've got like a relationship
interesting,
question
Jenny.
or family question, and you say, so what's currently going on with my family, and then
Sim.
you're there, and then you've got the family around you, and you can see who are helping you, and who are further away. And yeah, so many interesting dynamics with that. Yeah.
Yeah, this is amazing. Wow, I never thought about that.
Yeah. So, oh gosh. Well, do you know what, Diva? We need to bring you back on, because we need to talk more about this with Lenormand, and about Tableau, and about more cards as well. But what I would like you to do, please, if you can tell everybody again more about your project, and also where they can find out more about the work that you do, your website as well. Let everybody know how they can link in
Okay.
with you.
Uh, Guys, the easiest way it's go to my page here on Instagram. It's here, Divamar Cavalcanti. Is not easy, the whole name, but it's here. You can click there and starting following me. And my website is there. Okay, my website is there in the link in the bio. Okay, that is my WhatsApp website. If you go to my website, there is a newsletter that is not going to fill your inbox, because it's once in a while. But in my website, there are lots I have a blog in my website, and there are lots of material to read about Lenormand cards, about tarot, okay, about tarot in psychotherapy, okay, lots of material there, interesting material to read. But you just follow me here in Instagram, or don't follow me, but go there and see the link for my website, okay?
And also
Because
follow
it's,
her. Follow her as well.
okay, thank you. But mostly go to my website, but you're gonna like it. You're really gonna like it. Okay? And just go to the link in the bio, on my page, Instagram. You're gonna link tree, and you're gonna find my WhatsApp and my website there. The link for my website. Okay?
To mention as well that Diva also does a lot of free series for us through Tabby. So she has done one
Ah,
on the tarot, but she's also done one recently on the Lenormand as well. So if you want to find out more there, if you follow us and tune into us at Tabby, we're also on TikTok, we're on
exactly.
YouTube, and we're on Instagram, we're on Facebook, but you will find Diva there in Diva's videos giving more information on how you can use the Lenormand cards, which I'm sure you'll find fascinating.
Exactly.
Thank you so,
Exactly.
so much for
And
coming on, Diva. Go on,
I
carry on.
was, I was talking to Janine. They was willing to offer course in Lenormand cards, the basics on Tabby.
Um,
It's up to her if she it's gonna be free for members.
we would love that. Yeah, so perhaps a workshop, yeah?
Can be a
We
workshop, okay?
we can have, yeah.
Can be a workshop. I don't know. The thing is, I don't know if in 1 hour I can give the 36 cards, even the basics,
Okay, so
you know?
the workshops are usually 2 hours, and we do those
Oh,
on a Saturday,
two
and
hours.
then
Two
yeah,
hours, I think I can
and
do it. I think I can do
and
it
people
for.
purchase tickets to come to that event. So we do one of those
Oh, okay.
once a
Okay.
month, and we could perhaps schedule something in for later in the year if you're available. And I'm
Ah,
sure
yes.
that would be very
Yes.
exciting.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm too. I am too. I love give at least the basics for
Yeah,
people besides the little books that comes with the Lenormand cards, you know. And then I'm gonna give at the workshop, I'm gonna give the European meaning and Brazilian meaning because the meanings they are short. They are not like tarot that they are very, I don't remember the word in English. They are easy, short.
yeah, and to the point, I love it. I love the concept of it. I like the idea of using
Mhm.
more cards than just the one card as well. So I'm looking forward to hearing more about it. And obviously, yeah, thank you everybody for tuning in and for your questions. And thank you so much to Diva as well. Thank you for your time. I'm really looking
Thank
forward to your
you, Janine.
project. And yeah,
Yeah, me too. Now, me too. Thank you so much, Janine, for inviting me here. It was a pleasure. I love to talk about Lenormand. I love to talk about tarot too, but Lenormand cards, it's a topic that it's really a passion
yeah,
for
you
me.
can tell that you
Okay?
love it, and you're so knowledgeable with this. So yeah, thank you
Oh,
so much for
thank you.
coming on. Really appreciate you
Thank you.
for giving us your
Thank
time as well.
you.
Take care.
Thank you.
Yeah, we'll speak to you
Thank you.
soon. Thank you, everybody. Take care.
Bye bye, guys.
Goodbye.
Bye bye.